Feel my head, may bala sa mata. SOREQ na po kami. Paderek. Tapos, ano sasabihin ko? Ito yung, galing kami ng Notre Dame Monastery. Tapos pupunta na kami ng SOREQ. Wow! Wawali ka po. Yan. Ganito po kainit sa labas. Malapit nang mag-goodbye ang summer. Hello winter. Yan. Wala pong gaanong sasakyan dahil po yung Shabbat. Dahil dito sa Israel, ino-observe talaga ng mga tao dito yung Shabbat. Ilang minutes na? Oh, puro bundok. Dry.
Few moments later.
Kami ay bababa. Sa kuiba. SOREQ.
Hindi naman kawain dito eh. Bumaba tayo pa, akala nyo doon pa sa baba. Bilisan mo!
Hi guys!
Kumpleto kami, Rodrigo,
Dito
Sara.
kami ngayon sa... Saan nga tayo? SOREQ. SOREQ. Pila ulit sa CR. Ay, ihi kayo? No.
Okay na, baba na tayo.
Siyang bibili ng ticket. Baba na.
Baba na daw.
Sabi ko sa'yo, may bababa. May taas.
Ay. Pababa ng pababa. Spaghetti pa.
Nagkakaang ka na.
Nagkangkaang nagidanlak. Wait daw. Oh, tingnan mo mga. Hoy, wait daw. Oh, si iba pala 'yun.
Kapoy man, oy.
Kapoy mga estudyante, mga lagan.
Kapoy kami.
Sana, ulit na ulit.
Patabi ko nga sa pinto. Sa ano?
Hintay tayo. Nagutom ka na. Saan ang oras na ba? Ay, mag-alas 2. Ay, paano yung breakfast natin kasi ano lang, tinapay. Ako nga, nag-grub-grub yung tiyan. Pero binabaliwala ko lang kasi parang nangilabot ng balahibo ko. Pagkatapos tayong mag-SOREQ sa kanang mag-lunch.
Pugay, di pala
Kakain,
man.
sana kakain mo. Sana magdala tayo ng tinapay.
Tinapay. Ay, saan na pala yung tinapay natin?
Oo, sana yung siopaw.
Eh, supong nandun, di ba?
Oo. Lunok-lunok na ng laway sila. Nagutom na.
Imagine mo yung
Baba kami.
pati wala yung bus doon, yung nagpagas. Wala yung bus doon, nagpagas.
Nagpagas ang bus. Naubusan ng ano.
Kanina, naman ha?
Sisi, di ba tayo?
Dito ka sa likod.
Isang katot ng gang. Pangaya.
Ay, isang ano?
Ha? Bibili sana kami ng drinks, sa gasolinahan. Mula umaga wala tayong nadaanan.
Uy, bilis kayo. Sunod.
Hindi, sarado naman yun. Hindi mawawala yun. Kajin, ito tago naman.
Doon sa baba, sa pinakababa, may tindahan doon.
Naglili. Madapo ko kami yan. Damputi ka kami ni Junab doon sa baba.
Ba't nawala siya? Binalikan niya? Aray ko. Wala, napudpud na palang ngipin ang chinila sa paros ko. Ha? Napudpud.
Madumi na ano, yan yan.
Mas slide pa naman doon sa...
Dumi.
Namudmud nga eh.
Sungkit na tayo.
Tae ba yan? Hindi yan tae. Yung putik yan doon sa kan.
Sara, dapat pa ikot ang kasawa ko mo. Ari lang ko di, ay, si Kalma lang. Ari lang ko di. Kaya nga di si Rodrigo, dapat ikaw di sa kiyapon mo.
pababa.
Pababa lang, pababa. Pababa lang, pababa.
Ang tibay nyo, mga wala kayong mga naramdaman. Kahit may nasasaktan na.
Nasasaktan na daw. Uy,
Sige, kahit may pusong durog na durog na.
durog na durog ang puso.
Oo. Hayaan mo na mahulog. Ingat sa hagdanan.
One, two, three. Hindi ako marunong.
Wala, salubong talaga ang paningin nila.
Ganon?
Salubong ang paningin mo.
Video niya, video. Hirapan magdakadakan.
Urong-urong. Asa si Pintor? Nanap ko si Pintor.
Hindi mo na ako kilala.
And then we can go inside the cave from here. Inside the cave is the free tour, no guiding. We have free instruction we all should follow. First, no eating inside, okay? And second, taking photos. You can take photos, but no flash and no any other light. And third, no touching the stone, no touching the stalactites, okay?
Okay.
To 1,700 meters, a 40 over the lowlands of the Mediterranean coast. In winter and spring, the wooded hillsides are carpeted with colorful flowers. On the slopes of the hills, between the trees, a multitude of habitats shelter a rich and diverse world of wildlife. Next to the ridge, there is a fully operational limestone quarry. Spring 1968. An explosion rings out, a routine blast at the Hartooth quarry. But this explosion is different from those that came before. It reveals the entrance into a world that had until now been concealed in the depths of the earth. Naturalists hastening to the site are amazed to discover a unique and rare natural wonder. The SOREQ Stalactite Cave. Small in size, vast in its scope for imagination. Quarrying work was immediately halted, and a few days later, the Stalactite Cave was declared a nature reserve. The cave was formed many years ago, when the area was close to sea level. The limestone became saturated with groundwater, which dissolved the chalky stone, opening up large caverns. Later, the entire area was pushed up to form a mountain ridge. The entrance to the caves in the area rose to a height of 400 meters above sea level. Rain falling on the hill seeps through cracks in the hard rock, collecting carbon dioxide on its way. As a result, the rainwater becomes acidic and slowly continues to dissolve the limestone, widening the cracks and creating additional underground caverns. Alongside the process of dissolution, a process of sedimentation and crystallization is also taking place inside the cave. Each drop of water trickling down to the ceiling of the cave releases carbon dioxide gas into the cavern. The dissolved particles of limestone sink and form crystals, and each drop leaves behind a minute ring of chalky material. This results in the formation of stalactites, in a process that began many years ago and is still continuing to this day. First to be formed are the macaroni stalactites, long hollow tubes that are the diameter of the droplet. The water flows through them like a pipe. When the water drips very slowly, the macaroni stalactites become blocked and the droplets begin to flow over their outer surface, causing sedimentation of the chalk around them and changing their shape. In this way, different shapes are produced, from slender stalactites to conical forms, broad at the top and tapering towards the bottom, and elephant ear walls, or heavy draperies. Wherever there is a drip, a new stalactite may be formed. A stalagmite is produced when a drop of water falls from the ceiling and bursts into many tiny droplets on the floor of the cave. The chalk particles settle on the floor and create a stalagmite, growing ever upward. as well as sediments in the form of coral, known as cave coral. The way in which the water drifts determines the form of the sedimentation. Stalactites formed from a slow drip are usually smooth and uniform. On the other hand, stalactites that have joined together and cave coral that has settled on the floor of the cave and on the stalagmites come in many shapes. In areas where the water trickling into the cave forms pools, pool sedimentation also collects. Flowing water leaves sediment behind, called flowstones. And large lactites are commonly found in different directions, as if the force of gravity did not exist. When a stalactite and a stalagmite meet, a column is formed, and a number of columns connected together form walls and halls. The stalactite cave is changing all the time. Stalactites grow, mature, and sometimes crumble into dust where their source of water dries up. The limestone sedimentation and the construction of diverse forms of cave sedimentation are dependent on carbon dioxide being released from the drops of water, and therefore, the composition of the air in the cave has an effect on the process. People breathe out carbon dioxide, and since the site was open, the concentration of carbon dioxide in the cave has gone up. The Nature and Parks Authority has installed a system to monitor the climate in the cave and measure its carbon dioxide concentration, relative humidity, and temperatures. The monitoring system helps preserve fixed environmental conditions as close as possible to the natural conditions prevailing in the cave before it was opened to the public. In order to protect the treasures of the cave while also allowing people to visit, the Nature and Parks Authority has created a raised walkway, leading visitors through the main caverns without damaging them. The walkway passes between the halls and does not go through particularly sensitive areas. Among the sites that are not included along the walkway are fossilized skeletons of snakes, pools covered by a fine layer of chalk, and the mushroom stalactites hall. Our stalactite cave is small by comparison with others around the world, but is nonetheless considered a natural wonder of the world because of its vast range of shapes, the density of the stalactites and stalagmites, and the number of internationally published research studies investigating sedimentation in the cave. The Nature and Parks Authority manages the nature reserve, maintaining a fine balance between the needs of the visitors and the need to protect this sensitive cave. Stalactites and stalagmites are unique and protected natural treasures, and it is our responsibility to look after them. Do not touch them at all. Each fingerprint leaves matter on the sedimentation in the cave that harms its future construction. Do not enter the cave with food or chewing gum. Follow the instructions of the guide. If we carefully preserve the natural treasure that has been revealed to us, we will be able to enjoy the beauty of the stalactite cave for many more years to come. The Nature and Parks Authority hopes you enjoy your visit to the cave and invites you to experience nature and our heritage at 500 other nature reserves and natural parks around Israel.